My name is Maxine. I'm living in Portland in Dorset. I'm from Derby originally and I'm 30 years old. My first seizure, I believe I was 11. Diagnosis came about a year later at 12. I'd had a cluster of seizures. They'd come out of the blue and I had, as they called them then, they were full grand mal seizures. I don't think that's a term used now. I consider myself to be very lucky in that the first medication they put me on stopped the major seizures. When I was in my teens, it was something that I felt quite ashamed about. I kept it secret. I didn't tell anybody that I didn't have to. In fact, there were people I did have to and didn't. At 21, I had a seizure out of the blue. It was a grand mal seizure again. Much more frightening than when I was a child. I don't know whether that was about the seizure or about my perception, but they immediately doubled my dose of medication. I didn't have any major seizures for another 7 years. What I did start to have were more auras and blank moments, and I have phenomena like deja vu and the opposite of deja vu, which I think is called jamais vu, where I can be somewhere very familiar and suddenly get the sense that I don't know where I am. I either have people who are very nervous to say the right thing around me. They can be quite standoffish to begin with, overly sympathetic, right through to quite outrageously offensive. I remember one chap once saying to me, "Have you got a learning disability then, if you're epileptic?" Because he believed the two went hand in hand. I've had someone say to me, "I thought all epileptics had Down syndrome." And I also had somebody question my master's degree because they felt that someone with epilepsy wouldn't be able to complete that. I've been lucky in some jobs in that management have been unfazed and supportive, as of my colleagues. I think people find it difficult to understand the bits of epilepsy that they can't see, that I can only describe. To me, I suppose epilepsy means the occasional horrible, frightening major seizure, which I hate, probably because I have them so infrequently. It's quite isolating, but in a way it holds the ultimate achievement in getting through that. I think for a short time the epilepsy managed me. Now at the point I'm at, all of the time I manage it. The future in terms of non-work is probably the most active I've ever been. I volunteer and do additional research programmes. In terms of work, I love my job, I love my career, and I'm looking at going into mental health nursing training. I'm happier than ever.